Hello, everybody, and welcome to another installment of the MRL Cup Series here for Martinsville. Now, Martinsville is a very interesting track, I will say. We are going to be seeing a lot of drivers get loose, a lot of drivers not quite feeling how they would like out there in this half mile speedway. So, a Martinsville with 250 laps on docket, no stages and only cautions, no guaranteed cautions, by the way, in order to kind of separate the good from the bad runs, I guess I should say. There is going to be a lot of unknowns going into this race. Now, joining me up here in the booth is actually going to be Nathan, Agent Orange. How you doing today, boss?
Doing pretty well. How about you?
Doing all right. You were not able to race last week because you were down in Daytona, so welcome back. And what a race to come back to. Martinsville is probably not the race that you would like to have to be your return, but here we are. How do you feel about your chances for tonight?
Well, Iowa's one of my favorite tracks, so I would have much rather raced that than this. But I feel pretty good about this track. It's all about long run and managing your equipment, and I feel like I'm pretty good at doing that here. Definitely not the fastest, but I feel like I can manage my stuff really well.
Well, that is probably going to be the biggest thing here. And as we are actually, well, first of all, I would love some invites. Going through the running order. We have some returning favorites. Xander is back in the field after serving his suspension last week. He's starting in P4. Now, you and I were talking during qualifying. Actually, surprisingly, we were thinking that he was going to get pulled, but no, actually, that is going to be Cyber in the number 24 machine with the pole lap with a 4.97, the only driver to get into the fours. P2 Bassbuck is going to be in the fives, and so very surprising here. The parity between the drivers out in the field. We go as low as the fours and as high as the 19.9s. Now, of course, just logging laps will be the key here. And I would definitely say, well, especially if we look to seventh and eighth, separated by only 1/1000th, we have a lot of differing strategies and agendas here. Some just collecting points, some going for the wins. And with that, we are going to unpause the timer now, and I will let the drivers know that we are going. We have some differing agendas here. Bassbuck and the 14 of Mopile Cat are actually tied going into this race in terms of points. Yes, after 6 races, season-long points, there is um, a tie for the championship lead. Of course, you can't forget Cyber, who is actually going to be in P3 in the terms of the championship lead, but he will be out in front of the field as we are about to back on out for this. And there we go. So with that, I think it's going to be a battle of attrition, Nathan. We were talking about this over under on how many people finish this race.
Half.
Half. So we're going to start with 13, and you're saying that we're going to end with 7 or 8?
About seven.
About 7.
Seven plus or between 6 and 8, so 7 plus or minus 1.
Gotcha. And with that, you have a big to do on how these are going to be played. We have like I said, times all over the place, separated by half a second. There are definitely some fast guys. There are definitely some not so fast. I am one of those that is not. I hate this track. I will be straight up honest. I hate Martinsville. But turn one, lap one could be a doozy here. So we're going to be watching from Cyber's perspective here, and a lovely front to back cam. We have a couple people already in chat right now. Anthony Shook saying, I love Martinsville, so this should be entertaining. I think so indeed. But we also have Liam, who is serving a one-race suspension here, so he is just watching. But we are side by side, actually, both two lanes, too wide. Ooh, the 96 of T-Bird giving the bumper to the 24, and that's actually going to allow the 47 to kind of go up the track, and we're going to be four wide coming off a two. Oh, Anthony is a Fluff God. Okay, well, welcome, Fluff God. We haven't seen you much for the Cup broadcast. We're looking forward to seeing you out on track at Richmond, starting it's 2 days from now. So yeah, the 96 of T-Bird has won at Martinsville before. Same thing with Xander. Same thing with Cyber. So a lot of these guys actually know how to get it done. And as we are just kind of surfing through the field, it's going to be a lot of drivers just kind of getting a feel for how they are going to be rolling here. Some are going to have long run setups, some are going to have short run setups. The people that are going to be really loose, I'm probably looking at maybe, oh man, I don't know, maybe the 22, the 18. These drivers, just for a little bit of an example, just to see how loose they will actually be. But kind of just, I'm already seeing a lot of people already starting to do that little diamond around the corner here. 8, ooh, 3 wide there in the backstretch, and that is going to allow the 14 to really lose some time, as he was 3 wide with the 22 and the 18. But you can actually see that these guys, and who exactly is running those loose setups, I would probably have to say is the 37, starting from P14 on the grid. And already making his way up into P7, trying to get past his teammate of the 22. Life has been hell, but I'll be back Monday. Well, hey, glad to have you back there, Fluff God. Oh yeah, a huge checkup right there. That's going to allow for 3 wide action coming off of turn 2. And but I can't really say much about the back of the pack. There is much battling there as there is in the front pack. They still side by side between the 1 and the 96, and the 24. Cyber really full sends it on in. Nathan, you are getting a full frontal shot of the action back there. Is it as concerning for you as it is, well, honestly, for anyone out in the pack, as in like racing?
Just trying to bide my time, honestly. People are being pretty aggressive early on.
Well, Martinsville is one of those tracks that, much like Texas was, and how I was talking about on the broadcast on Tuesday, the more you battle, the more time you lose. And you can actually see that this entire pack is now, basically, as Xander is entering turn 1, P14 is actually coming off of turn 2. So the pack is getting slowly more and more spread out. Now, I'm looking at the...
just left.
Oh, well, I mean, that was to be expected. So now down to 13. So he's collecting his points and essentially going home. Much like what we were expecting. So down to 7. Down to 13 now. And we're looking for that lucky number 7.
Down to 12.
Down to 12. Interesting. I thought we started with 14.
Yeah, when you were still in it.
Oh, well, okay. All right, well, down to 12 then, indeed. So, yeah, we're looking for lucky number 7 here. That's our over-under on how many people actually finish this race. I definitely don't think we're going to have a whole lot, honestly, because it's Martinsville. Most of the time, people just try to collect the points and then go home. But yeah, 250 laps here. Looking at a lot of these differing agendas, like I said. You have UK and Bassbuck, who are tie in points, and UK is trying to move his way through the field. The 22 spins. Yeah, it actually spins down in the turn 1. No caution to be called from that, so unfortunate for that 22. But the 14 is trying to make his way through the field, and actually, let's actually go on board with that 14. And his tie break right now, which is at 47. A little bit of fender banging between him and the 96. 96 not really wanting to give up that spot, but it's actually allowing the 1 to really extend the gap. And as the 47's coming off of turn 4, the 1 is already in turn 1. It is it is a bloodbath in terms of the time gained on the rest of the field. But yeah, the 14 and the 47 are tied going into this race, and so right now the 47 would leave with the championship lead, and the 14 would be P2 because Cyber, unless he gains one more spot, would not be able to close in that gap yet. But yeah, a lot of time yet to go, as this one monster Chevrolet Camaro is really far and away the leader out on track. So looking at the chat now. Of course, gotta love Face XZ's coming on out, sharing the lovely emotes with all of us. Gotta love the bots. Bots deserve some love too. But yeah, looks like as I'm seeing, and as I kind of predicted, those running on a short run as opposed to a long run setup are making themselves known. 96 may be on a short run, or at least this is a default setup, I should say. But the 14 is making its way through the field, and the 37 is losing some ground. Nathan, you are in P11 right now? Where are you at? P12, P10.
P10.
P10. As I was looking through the board, the 20 car of BS14 cars is 2 spots ahead of you in terms of the championship contention. Meanwhile, the battle for relegation is actually very surprising. The one of RS Meatwagon, as a baseball kid, hooks a right, and that may be our first caution of the race.
That is a caution.
So it looks like he may have overcorrected right there, getting loose off of turn 2. I know I've definitely done that before. When it starts really, what's it called? Like when you're like, you really just want to gun the throttle. I guess coming off of 2 and 4, and you overcorrect, so you feel it start sliding, and you're like you hook a right, and so that's what happens. It happens sometimes. You go from a very nice grippy car to not. So that's going to level the playing field here, as a lot of these drivers are going to be getting their setups in now. But that's also going to allow the 1 to really close back up the gap here. Or I guess the 47 to the 1, I guess I should say. So the 1 has it, everyone else wants it, and everyone will be trying to get their sights set on that spot. But lovely getaway by the 1 right there. But the 47 is going to have a lot of but a blocking made by the 1, as the 47 is indeed lagging. That was a little bit strange right there, or maybe a lagging according to me, and not so much everyone else. But yeah, a lot of these guys are definitely trying to just make their way through the field. The 14 definitely doing that as well. But yeah, a lot of drivers here looking to really make the most of their Martinsville experience. Like Packers as well, all the way down in P13 in the standings. Very un-Packers-like, I'll say. Not a great season all the way around, but he is trying to get that rectified here in Martinsville. But a little bit hot there going into turn 1. That's actually going to open the door for the 14 maybe, as we are going down the backstretch, going into turn 3. Cyber took P2 there, and now UK is trying to take P4. Mo Powell actually, all in all, has had a wonderful season. They have, in terms of the team standings, either finished first or second in 5 of the 6 races that we've had in this entire Cup season. The only exception being Sonoma, where it was a lag-out UK that was not able to quite get the finish that everyone else on the team had, because everyone else finished within the top 5. So UK, unfortunately, bringing that team average down that race, and I think still they finished like 3rd in the team averages. So it was a good day all around for the Mo Power guys. But Yeah, then you have
I,
the flip side. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Nathan.
I was gonna say I'd keep an eye on the 37 and the 20. Seem to be getting pretty heated about it.
I can see that. Yeah. Baseball kid doing some kind of shenanigans. Not quite, not quite the
Hey,
car that he would like, but
47 left,
47 of Bassbook left.
left or legged out.
Ooh, Spice, the Spice. That was a championship contender, leading, or sorry, tied with the 14 going into that race. So, oh wow, Bass Buck. That's not how you want to. That's not how you want to exit Martinsville, there, bud. Hmm. So we'll have to say. Oh, you were getting word from Bassbuck that the game crashed. So I guess that would explain why he was a little bit laggy right there. So yeah, super unfortunate from him. But hey, that's great news for UK as well as Cyber, who were trying to gain some much needed points on the 47 of Bassbuck. So that's not how he wanted to exit. But hey, we're down to 11 now. So down to 11. We have, what, 4 more to go until we hit our
Yeah.
number?
Yep.
Well, hey, like I said, we only are, what, how many laps in?
36.
Oh, only 36. We're down 2. Let's go. Um, But hey, you know what? This is wonderful news for the 22 of Cade. We're going to do a little spotlight on him right now. He was actually tied with US Trek Enterprise for P11 and P12 in the standings, meaning with the 12 of BD maybe falling out of the top 10 in points. We'll have to crunch some numbers on that. But the 22 and the 4 were tied going into this race with trying to be the first one into relegation territory. As we are now 7 races, as of this race, 7 races into the 16 race season, there is some talk now about who's going to be making top 10 and who won't. Another couple drivers that we're not seeing is Pied Piper in the 38. We're not seeing B-Right in the 21. So with him just not even showing up, that could mean Cade making the top 10 as of right now. The 4 is, what, in P11 right now? And Cade is...
P8.
Yeah, P8. So we have that, and well, to make that P10 now, as the 37 of Baseball Kid got all sorts of boosts. So yeah, with 2 drivers out of this race, that could mean a lot of different things for these as the laps just tick on by. But I'll tell you what, though, the 1, the 24, and the 14. They're making things interesting now. I'm seeing the 24 actually chase down the 1 of the 1 of Xander, and the 14 is chasing both of them down. So UK, we, for everyone watching right now, I did a race at Martinsville, full length race, 250 laps, so half distance technically. And UK won that race almost, led almost every lap. He knows how to get it done around here. So the 14, I don't count him out quite yet. I think he may have something here. So, Nathan, from your perspective now, you're sitting in P7 right now. I guess we'll be on board with the 22. You have T-Bird just a ways in front of you. Are you just trying to close the gap, or are you just trying to still find that rhythm?
I'm just kind of running my race right now. And Packers actually got into the wall, so I'm P6.
Oh, so where did Packers go then? Hang on. Packers, where are you? Oh my goodness, he's down in P11. Packers, not like this. Oh my goodness, he got the wall. What happened with him?
It happened in 1 and 2. I'm not real sure if there's contact or what.
So yeah, I guess the six. Now down to P11. Not quite the run that he was expecting. I'm sure a lot of these guys are looking to already set their sights on some tires. Now, strategy is a little wonky here. Technically, this is a two-stop. If we go from full can to not, um, but tires are a premium. So, I'm looking for a lot of these drivers to split this and make it a three-stopper. Tires are so important around here that I think the winning strategy will be a three-stopper. So, but with that caution kind of throwing a wrench into it, Cyber giving the 14 a little, hey, no, there you go, nod to him and kind of gives him that spot. So the 14 is indeed coming, like I said. I'm looking for a lot of these drivers to get their tires quick, fast, and in a hurry, because they don't wear, like percentage-wise wear, but they do feel awful after 20 laps. The 37 spun, he's probably going to be leaving, so that will probably be down to 10 here in a hot second. We're waiting. We're waiting. Anyway, yep, there he goes. It was a couple seconds off. But, yeah, down to 10. So, with that, 3 drivers down, 10 to go. And 3 more until we hit our number. So, but, again, that is great news for the 22 of Cade and the 4. As I say that, the 22 of Cade just goes and spins it on the backstretch of Martinsville, giving that spot in the standings and the race to US Trek, who is now down in P7. Hey, good job for him. But yeah, much like I said, you have a lot of differing agendas here. The 22, oh, super unfortunate from him. But I'm seeing the 14 only 0.3 or so back to Xander. I think UK has something here. I've been saying that the entire race so far, but the 14, I think he has a race-winning car. Kind of going behind. Here's P4 of Kalen, who is trying to make up some time on the top 3 now. The 24 looking a little bit loose. The 47, probably the best one out of everyone here, is saying in the Discord, saying that he choked another race, but, you know, not really choking another race when your game kind of crashes on you, right, Nathan?
That's for certain.
I'm sorry,
nothing
what?
you can do about. So that's for certain. Nothing you
yeah.
can really do about that.
I thought you said, I thought for a hot second you were just like, well, that's debatable. I'm just like, well, what? But
I
yeah.
mean, you could debate it about, you know, not buying better internet or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, you know. That's like one of the things that we can't control. I'm not seeing any kind of lag at all out of any one of these drivers, honestly. So I don't know why it was like that. 47 was currently the only one that was suffering from that. The 37 and the 12 left on their own accord.
The only person I saw lag was the 12, and he ended up leaving.
Oh, okay. Maybe he lagged out. Maybe not just decide to DNF himself. But who knows?
It was just a little blip. It was nothing big.
But yeah, like I said, we have still either way we slice this pie. 10 drivers left in the race, but and actually speaking of those 10 drivers, Packers is about to be lapped right now. Now this is going to be crucial for the 14 here. These guys, much like in real life, are going to be battling in order to stay on the lead lap. Meanwhile, the 14 will have the luxury of being able to just kind of ride the lightning, and try to be the best that he can actually be. But, like, probably right here, the 1 gets into the lead. Oh, but the 14 is going to show, hey, I want that spot now. I am looking for this win. The 6 is really battling the 1, and the 14 is going to be taking that look and trying to go in there. But I guess he kind of follows Xander in just as deep. But yeah, the UK is well within a shot right now of getting this done. He arcs on high, tries a diamond in the corner. He's going to get really a good run off 4. He's going to try to make the spot here in turn 1, but he decides against it. He's going to be like, you know what, I'll do it in turn 3. Again, diamond's the corner, while the 1 is battling the 6 of Packers. The 14 of UK is like, okay, where can I go? And that may be the spot right there. The 14, well, I thought he was going to dive it on down, but I guess he doesn't. The 20 of BS now next up on the chopping block. That is P9 a lap down, as the 1 and the 14 are battling, but the 1 hits the apron, the 14 hits the 1, and it's just kind of, that's just Martinsville, just that little chain effect right there. As soon as one person kind of bites the bullet, the person right behind does as well. But this is the battle for the lead here. The 14, I like what he's doing. He's arcing the corner and getting a good run off, but I think the 1 has the position where he can block at any moment's notice, and especially on worn tires, I think blocking could make or break your run, as we have seen with the 47, the 1 blocked to 47, and that basically stopped any hope that he had for the lead. But now the 4 is just going to kind of basically give the position to the 1 right here. So very kind and gentlemanly of him to be like, you know what, I know this isn't my race, but I'm just going to kind of get out of the way. So the 4 and the 4, but it kind of chokes on up with the 14, so the 14 will have to spend an additional corner to try to clear him. So all of that being undone, as UK is now behind him again, but probably lost about 0.2 seconds. So one thing I'm also seeing here is that the 18 of Kalen's starting to come alive. He is chasing on down the 24 of Cyber, trying to get that podium. And if we actually look in terms of the grand scheme of where everyone's at in terms of like fuel and all that, I as soon as I turned away, UK took the lead. I don't know what happened with the 1 of Xander, but the 14 of UK now has the lead. I totally missed that, and I apologize for everyone watching. That change for the lead right there. But as we just kind of look through the rest of the field, Nathan, like I said, I know fuel is not so much the factor here, but what is the factor is tires. But could you allow us how many laps of fuel you have before we kind of see when everyone's going to be pitting?
I have 31 laps of fuel left.
All right, well, I can guarantee you right now that these guys are going to be pitting before that. Try to make the 3-stopper work. Is like I said, I think that's going to be the strategy, because tires are a primo, and you feel like Superman on fresh tires. On board with P10 though, Cade. He is, like I said, he's still running right now, trying to just trying to collect points. He's trying to get into the top 10 in terms of the standings. So he is going to let the 14 go on by. Wall ride, let's go. But yeah, let's the 14 go. And the 1, I can tell he is not quite feeling the best right now. The 1 is losing some time. He is loose right now.
Do you happen to know what a fuel run is here?
A fuel run is around on a full tank, like in terms of like saving, like because you naturally save around here. Um, the 22 is probably gonna park it for the night with that. Yeah, probably.
Oh, the yellow.
Yep, I saw that. The 22 um, went and kind of just gassed it up, and I don't know if the 20 just did not get that memo or what, but he totally just, um, I guess, got a little bit too low, and I think after that, I think it called a caution because there was one car stopped and another slow. So, um, yeah, definitely probably not what UK wanted right here, but it's probably something that he'll have to just kind of have to deal with because it looks like UK has the longer run car, Xander has the shorter run, but that's gonna jump.
US track the lucky dog.
So yeah, with that um, we have the, I guess the field back jumbled up. So US track that was in P7, already back to the lead lap. So that allows P8, 9, and 10 to be fighting for the lucky dog spot right now. So that's gonna be BS versus Packers essentially, and well, Cade is unfortunately the only one 2 laps down. So right now he is just trying to get the best spots that he can be. But that battle for the lead is really heating up, and the 24 Cyber is just like, okay, now both of you just kind of slap the wall right here, and I can take that spot. So 10 drivers remain. Started with 13, and the battle for the lead is really hot and heavy. It's I feel like it's gonna be the 14 versus the 1 all night. Oh, and right there, that's going to be the spot to the 14. The 1 had to kind of give up the ghost on the outside. But that 18 of Kalen is also looking to be a contender up here. The top 4 all within a line right now, but the 18 is the only one riding the top side. Now, that's going to not do him so hot here coming off of turn 2 as he has to kind of fall behind the 24. But yeah, you can see that these guys are definitely doing. Oh, but the 24 hits the wall, and the 18 actually kind of follows him. So that's not going to be good for all of these guys behind. But to kind of take a break from the top 4 for a second, the 96 of T-Bird, I was on board with him. He actually kind of slapped the wall right there. The 96 of T-Bird did not have a great race at Iowa. He finished P10, and he was, at one point, well, entering that race, the championship leader. And now he is P4 in the standings. That's how quickly things can change when you're in the top flight of MRL. The competition's so intense, and now Bassbrook is probably going to be in the same position because he unfortunately lagged on out of this race. Oh my god, dying. But yeah, we have.
Drove it. Sorry.
Yeah, try not doing that.
I'll take that advice.
Yeah, you're welcome. Crew chief advice from Private Patton here. But yeah, you have the 96 who was the championship leader entering last race, and now he's P4 in the standings. Now P5 in this race, looking to be P3 in the standings after this race. It's a bit of a question mark in terms of like where everyone's going to be, but I think the one that is looking for the most in terms of time is actually the one of Xander. Of course, he was suspended last week. He was not able to run Iowa. He was up in the championship running. Now he's literally P10 in the standings. Again, one race changes everything. And so now you have the one of Arsene Wagon, who's technically the last car in terms of the relegation battle, and he is now trying to close the gap between himself and the championship contenders to still try to get himself a championship. However, it's going to be a very uphill battle as this entire series, is incredibly stacked, I will say. So, kind of rewinding the clock a little bit. Season 0, we actually saw a literal repeat of what happened this season. Xander missed a race. He was leading the championship at that point, and then misses race 6 of the season. And, well, in Season 0, he was not able to make up the gap. Will he do so in Season 1? It's going to be a question mark as for all of these guys. But we'll have to see as the 6. Oh my goodness me. I don't know if that was a lag or what. It looked like, to me, the 6 kind of got turned by the 4. I don't even know what happened there. It looks like either way, he hit the wall. And then
I know the 6 and the 20 are racing for the lucky dog.
Yeah, so, but that had nothing to do with the 20. BS was just kind of there, actually, behind. So, we have a battle for the lucky dog here, so let's just not forget that. It's the 20 versus the 6. So should a caution come on out, right now the 20 is going to be the lucky dog. The 6, though, looking to try to close that gap a little bit more. And the 22 just hoping for more people to drop on out, which I can almost guarantee will happen. At least, I feel like one more person is going to leave at the end of this race. Don't know who it's going to be, but we'll see. The 18 of Kalen's coming, Nathan. I don't know where he found this speed, or if it just kind of happened, but the 18 of Kalen is starting to close the gap between himself and the leaders. And in fact, actually, the 1 has now found himself to be immediately behind UK. And
he does that sometimes. Like some races, he'll just straight up run, kind of mid pack, and some tracks he just is super fast at.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kalen had high expectations for this season. Now, he hasn't quite found himself a win quite yet. However, he has found himself in the podium, the Cup podium before. So he, of course, is looking for that top spot. In fact, actually, allow me to consult the stat page for this, because we can actually have a shot of the top 3 all on a line right here. As of right now, Kalen's average finish is 8.6. Really weird if you think about it. However, his points is he's sitting P5 in the standings. He's been one of those drivers that's just been very consistent. Yes, consistently 8.6, but he is always going to be a contender given the circumstances and how everyone's been finishing around him. P5 in the standings, 92 back. Of course, a far cry from the championship lead, but he is battling with B-Right and BS for P5 in the standings. We'll make that just BS now because B-Right is not here. So, P2 actually now belongs to Kalen, so maybe the 18 is looking to, you know what? Hey, you guys are talking about the 14 and the 1, but don't forget about me. The 18, getting a little aggressive right there. Bumper to the 18, to the 1 right there. Kind of threw it on down a little bit too hard and just kind of backs it on out for the time being. So we'll have to see on that. But the 1 gets tight off of turn 4. A little bit of contact down the front stretch. And look at that gap start to grow between the 14 and the P2 and P3. The more you battle, the more time you lose. You want to get the position quick, fast, and in a hurry. So yeah, like I said, the 18 has something here tonight. Now, Nathan, you are entering this race 125 points from the championship lead. It's going to take a lot, I will say, in order to be the champion of Season 1, but it's not out of the realm possibility. With BD already leaving the race, B-Right not showing up, and you are ahead of BS, there's a possibility of you climbing as high as P6 in the standings.
Sick.
I don't know if that was quite the the reaction I was expecting, but hey, I'll take it.
Well, I know I lost a lot last week, just taking my last place points.
Of course, but Daytona's Daytona.
It was worth it.
It was worth it. But yeah, there is a lot of these drivers here that are trying to get up there in terms of the standings, and these top three are not giving up. I will let you know that right now. The 14 is, I don't know if he keeps, if that's intentional or not, but he keeps moving up the racetrack a little bit, and it's actually going to allow the one to get underneath him. I thought for sure it was going to be that time around, but I guess not. But yeah, the 18 is still there. We now have a three-person fight for the lead. It's just insane, the amount of parity between these guys. When we were here last, it was the Challenger Series. Xander dominated that race. And then it was 24 of, or I guess now the 24 is Cyber. But at that point, it was Cyber in the 8? No. I forget what car he was in last season. But the 9. Apologies. And he was just kind of following around the 1. Unfortunately, not really making a whole lot of headway. But practice does make perfect. And you can actually see that UK and Kalen are up and up on the wheel right now. And speaking of Cyber, I just saw him lose another spot. I know being a controller guy, and I feel like I cannot stress this enough. Being on a controller is such a disadvantage for this track. You cannot quite roll the throttle and brake as hard as you want to because you will spin on out or you will lock up the tires. It is so incredibly hard on a controller to be good at Martinsville. You have to be on your A game and then some in order to be good. And that's probably why I hate this track, honestly, because it's so hard.
Do you hate things that are hard? You don't like races that are hard?
Well, what? No, I mean, okay. Obviously, I like races that are hard because that's why I love.
Sounds like you don't like a good challenge.
Oh, I mean, that's why I can't win in Elite at Iowa for some reason. Can't imagine why. Something always happens.
I don't think it was a hard challenge that kept you from winning it at Iowa.
Well, either way, no. Tracks like Kansas, where there's a lot of parity, always are, I think are probably one of the best races. And actually, speaking of Kansas, we're going to be there for the Challenger Series next Tuesday, so that's going to be a lot of fun to watch. The High, Wide, and Handsome line, like one of the only tracks that is exclusive to the high side. But no, Martinsville, I honestly just hate it because of how loose you can get coming off of turn 2 and turn 4. Just barely touching the throttle. There are some tracks that are good, and there are some tracks that are bad. Martinsville is very much a driver's racetrack, and I suck at it. But there are obviously some exceptions to the rule. You have these top 3 guys right here, all still within a very good challenge of each other. Of course, the 18 is starting to fall off a little bit. Same thing with the 1 and the 4 from the 14. So they started spacing on out a little bit more than they were, but they're still within 1 second of each other. So they're still rocking and rolling right now. To give an update to the Lucky Dog situation, the 20 still has it, the 6 still wants it. But however, the leaders are starting to lap or get close to these guys yet again. So the 6 is going to be in danger of going 2 laps down and being on the same lap as Cade. So that would be good news for him, bad news for Packers. Meanwhile, actually, Nathan, you're still in P6, correct?
P6, correct.
P6. What lap are we on?
1 second. 120.
Oh, shoot, we're almost halfway through this race. Um, so,
Don't say it like that.
well, I'm just saying, in terms of time, in terms of like actual on-track time, Martinsville is one of the longest races on the calendar. Um, second to, I, it's not Talladega. Second to Daytona, and
Charlotte.
Charlotte and Darlington.
Yep.
Oh, and the Roval too is also pretty long. Basically, like weirdly enough, there's a lot of 400 milers that are actually just long for like no reason. Um, like the Charlotte Roval is like outrageously long. Mid Ohio is also like extremely long for like no reason at all. It's like
I
I know
like
they.
Dover's kind of long too.
Oh yeah, Dover's also long. Even though like you're only running like 25-second lap times, which isn't that long, honestly. It's just 200 laps of it. But yeah, these guys definitely, in terms of like I said, on track time, in for one of the longest races on the calendar. In fact, actually, next week we are going to one of those tracks that we discussed in terms of like long race times, and that is going to be. I always have to check it. Mid Ohio. So hey, look at that. Weird how that works out sometimes. But yeah, Mid Ohio is going to be the next race on the Cup points roster. But afterwards, the week after, is going to be the All-Star race. So the 22 of Cade letting the 14 of UK go, but oh, he dives it in on, and that is possibly going to be a big move for Xander now to try and get that spot back. The 14 still on the high side, but the 22 of Cade kind of blocking that spot. 14 saying, please just let me go. And he does right there in turn 3. So yeah, super unfortunate for UK to lose some time there. But, mistakes happen. Just quite misjudge your braking zone and off to the turn 1 wall you go. But yeah, 14 of UK now trying to get back in it, but it looks like he got loose coming off of turn 2. And now will allow Xander to get into another run. But like I said, lap traffic being a huge factor, as now these top 3 are literally in a line right now. The lap traffic of US Trek, I'm sure being told by his teammate Kaylee, because they do both race for DKK, the Chaos Crew, in case you don't know what that means. Probably being told, hey, get out of the way. I'm fighting for the win. The 14 UK now back in clean air. The 1 still holds station P2 and Kalen P3. But yes, the All-Star race is coming up here in 2 weeks. That will be at Charlotte. So a lot of gonna be fun there. We're gonna be releasing the format here in a week time. So
Well, I didn't even think about that.
yeah, the format. It's going to be basically, well, we'll let that be a surprise. So the race is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be at Charlotte there. We still have one more All-Star Open race to do, and that will be at Atlanta here, not this coming Monday because we're going to be at Richmond for them, but the Monday after on the 7th of March. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But let's get back to the race now. The 4 has gone down a lap, so now he's the lucky dog. So unfortunate for the 20, who is now going to be trying to move forward. But now as we look forward, it looks like Nathan, unfortunate for you, you're going to be the lucky dog here soon.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. But hey, that's just the pace that these top 3 runners are at right now. Because if you look behind you, Nathan, those are the top 3, still in a line. I don't know what speed Kalen's found, but hey, it's enough to potentially be a race winner here. Oh, Nathan, very tip of the hat to you right there. So just getting out of the way. But let's actually check on in with the 20 and see where he is. So he has caught and about to lap Packers. So what was a battle for the Lucky Dog is no longer a battle for the Lucky Dog. And he is just trying to move forward with his race. If I'm counting my cars correctly, he's in P8 right now. P9 is still Packers. P10 is Cade, who's still out on track. So kudos for him to actually go out and finish it. But these guys are definitely, I can tell, loose as a goose right now. We have to be getting close to pit stops here.
I have 22 laps left.
Oh, maybe not, then. So as much as you want to pit for those 4 freshies, you can't quite yet because you want to try. Well, actually, no, you can't even try. There is, with that second caution coming out at the weirdest time, no matter how you slice it, you'll have to stop an additional time after this. Am I correct in saying that, Nathan?
Yeah, there's still 113 to go.
Yeah, there's no way you can stretch that in one more stop. You could, basically, that's a single lap right there of trying to be able to, or single times wear, in order to try to make it to that. So honestly, if you know you have to make an additional stop, I'm looking to see to try to come on down. I mean, honestly, what's the worst that can happen? A caution come out?
Yeah.
I mean,
I have a goal I'm trying to get to.
Well, everyone has their differing strategies, of course, but there's no way that you can save the whole caboodle to go on one more stop. That's just not
Plus,
against.
we have a new rule. So.
Yeah, that is part of the new rule. That you literally cannot save it. But that may be the caution right there that these guys need because Packers just. Okay, never mind then.
I was going to pit next lap too.
Well, Packers got loose coming off of 4, and unfortunate for him, UK was right there. So, yeah, that kind of brought a bit of question mark to that. But hey, no matter how we slice it, these guys will have to stop one more time. Who actually is the leader right now? Because according to my screen,
UK.
Oh, UK still leader. Okay.
UK, Xander, Kalen, T-Bird, Cyber, me, US Trek, BS, Packers, Cade, and so on.
Okay, well that makes a lot more sense because I could have swore on my screen the leader was Xander, and that I'm sure would be a little bit of a grr moment to UK. So we're going to be on board with Xander here, who gets a huge launch coming off of turn 1, and he's going to really dive it on down, but that's going to open up the door for the 14 to get back into contention here. He's going to try to do the same thing going into turn 3. But yeah, like I said, these guys are going to have to do this whole stop one more time. So honestly, as the 6 of Packers did leave, so hey, that's another spot for Cade. So, down to 9 right now. We need 2 more until we hit our number. So yeah, like I said, these guys are have to stop one more time. Shoot, I mean, I would split this race in half, honestly, because you can tell that UK is probably a little bit better on the longer run than the shorter run, with Xander having the better shorter run. So they're the opposite of each other right now. And I feel like with how this race is going, split it up in half in order to make the best of those tires. Kind of going back through the rest of the field, you have a... so Nathan, you were the lucky dog, correct?
Yes.
So you're still in P6, correct?
Yes.
P7 now belongs to BS. P8 US Trek. Those are the lucky dog contenders right now. So again, BS just unfortunately not always kind of being a step behind. Being caught a lap down has really put a dent on his race. But hey, he's staying in the race. He's collecting those points. That's really all that matters at the end of the day. 9 drivers left in the race here. US Trek P8, and then P9 is Cade, who again doing everything that he needs to do in order to get into the top 10 in terms of points. And Nathan, actually, if you could next time by, let me know how many to go.
Will do.
Thank you. So yeah, Xander still leads right now, but the 14 not leaving that back bumper. He's just going to be
99.
99. Yeah, exactly. There's no way that these guys no way that these guys can stretch it the entire fuel. So honestly, like I said, pit with about 50 to go, because or at least that's what I would do. The worst that would be happening is honestly well, a caution come out. But even then, you're only losing a lap depending on where you're at. 2 laps at worst. But yeah, Kalen has found his way back up to the top 2. So that, if I'm Kalen,
Really good battle for 4th and 5th.
Yeah, I was actually going to take a look at that real quick and take a break from the top 2. The 24 and the 96 of T-Bird. So 24 is Cyber, the 96 of T-Bird are having a great battle. As I am watching that right now, they keep crossing each other over. I keep seeing that. So they, one has the advantage of being able to get that longer straight line speed. Now 24 of Cyber is going to dive down to the inside, but he thinks better of it. He's going to try to set it up for turn 3 here, going into this. But the 96 does a wonderful job. Oh! 360, let's go. But yeah, the 24 actually getting it done right there. So I missed that as I was watching Nathan, you do a perfect pirouette right there. So the 96 and the 24 are just been kind of flip-flopping right now. Before the caution, the 96 had it, so it looks like the 96 has a better longer run car. The 24 has a better shorter run, and that also could be attributed to a wheel versus a controller. Cyber's on a controller, T-Bird's on a wheel. So we'll have to see how that's going to shake on out as the run moves on here.
Yeah, T-Bird was really good on the long run. I could keep up with him for about 15 laps, and then he just started pulling away from me.
Yeah, that is one of those things that, basically all of our top 3 right now, I will let you know, in case you don't know, and now you know, is all on pedals and wheels. The 14 says that he cannot, because I was in that same race, in the same party chat as the race that he won here on Tuesday, saying that he cannot run this track on a controller. He doesn't understand how people can. So we'll have to see how this kind of shakes on out. I keep saying that. That has to be probably like a slur of the tongue for me. Is saying that we'll have to see how that shakes on out, because we already know how it's going to shake on out. The top 3, again, all on wheel and pedals, are all trying to get that top spot. But like I said, I feel like these guys should be racing to the halfway point of this run. The worst that could happen is a caution. But at the same time, pitting early means you have the fresher tires, and it's going to be one of those times where you're going to lose a lot of time pitting late, but depending on how many laps are left and how comfortable you feel on a loose car, you can actually make up a lot of time. It's going to be a huge question mark for these guys. All right, I'm going to be holding this with our leader, UK, and I'll be right back. All right, Nathan, I'm back. What super amazing pass did I miss?
None that I can tell.
All right, well, never mind then.
K did pass US track, but that was it.
Yeah, but they're not on the same lap, right? I don't think so.
Nope.
No. Honestly, that just means that, like, if Kate can get this done, maybe P8 is on the cards. But I think he is one lap behind US track, but who knows? Anything could happen. So, I think the run that these guys are really looking for is, or sorry, not the run, the lap count that these guys are really looking for is 60 to go. Technically like 63, maybe 65. These guys, with that lap count, that's when they know that they can fully make it. Don't have to worry about stops at all. Should a caution come out at that point, with that many laps to go, they will be golden. So we'll have to see if, big question mark, if that's going to happen.
Do you think there's any time to be gained by running this fuel run out as long as you can and taking 2 at the end?
Oh, no. 2 is undrivable, especially for when we restarted. It was about approximate, 105 laps to go?
Yeah.
Oh, that's way too long. You lose too much time. That's why I'm saying split it in half, or if you want to be super aggressive, pit when the fuel window opens, but then, even then, you're playing at the mercy of a caution. A caution will ruin your race. So that's the give and take that these guys are dealing with. Do you want to win or do you want to play it safe for points? Because playing it safe for points is letting it dry on out. Playing for the win, so like looking at Kalen, the earlier the better for him. The one. Xander's probably in the probably the best situation because he can see what the A team's going to do, and then he can also see what the 14's going to do. The UK is playing defense. It's such a hard call, honestly. But I know for me, because I wouldn't be battling for the win right now. I would be pitting with halfway through this run. But shoot, I gotta give props to these guys. Everyone out on track right now. This track is hard. Is honestly the hardest track on this game in order to race effectively. And these top 3, everyone, all 9 drivers are making it look easy. It's not easy, ladies and gentlemen. These drivers are absolutely sweating right now. I know UK jokes about people going full sweat mode, but I'm pretty sure he's going full sweat mode right now in order to maintain his gap. But yeah, just kind of surfing on through the field right now, seeing if there's any battles. Mostly, everyone is pretty spread on out. The 20 and the 96 is not battling for position, but they are battling for track position. So in real time, this is P5 and P7 out on track right now. Like I said, anything can happen. He's looking to have BS is looking to have a great run here. T-Bird bins it coming off of turn 2, does another 360. So that's going to be good news for you, Nathan, because that's going to open up the door for strategy to come on board, because now those tires are heated up. Oh, how many laps to go this time, Nathan?
71.
We're getting close for that fuel window to opening. And I'm sure that's what T-Bird's probably waiting for right now. Just trying to get to that number in order to get 4 fresh tires. But that car is not going to make it easy on him. I will tell you that. When it gets loose, it will get loose. and it's really, especially at Martinsville, it's so hard to save. Um, we've seen Packers, we've seen Baseball Kid, um, they all try to save it like when it gets loose off the corner, but it's just so hard to save right now. I'm just looking through the field, and like I said, not really a whole lot of battling out on track. I think right now, ooh, the one actually hitting the one actually hitting the wall right there. He's trying to pass the 4 of U.S. Track Enterprise. This is actually wonderful news for the 14 of UK, but terrible news for the 1 here. The 4 now kind of being forced out of the way a little bit. I'm sure the 18's in his ear saying that, hey, you know, you're battling with the lap leaders.
He gets out of the way.
Get out of the way. But yeah, the 18 of Kalen, like I said, in with the 4, those are for the same team, so I can assume they're in the same party chat. So I'm pretty sure the 18's letting him know in his ear, hey, let's kind of move off to the side now. But yeah, the 1 as the run goes on, the 1 kind of moves up the track a little bit. Now I think that's not the greatest for the tires because you actually heat them up a little bit more, so meaning you get the most out of that out of your tire life. But that actually is a telegraph to me, thinking that he is going to be splitting this run in half. So look for him to pit here in the next 10 or so laps. We'll have to see. We'll have to see though. But yeah, UK's in probably the worst position for that because you don't know what's going to happen for the competitors behind you. Essentially, I think you're just trying to set yourself up the best you can as he's trying to lap the 22 again. But lap traffic again playing a big factor for these guys. And I'll tell you, right there, yep, he lets the 14 go, saying that, you know what, that's not my race right now. So very heads-up driving from the 22. Again, just collecting points. We know what strategy he's on right now, which is basically run all 250 laps, and wherever position I finish, then hey, you know what? As God is my witness, that's where I finish. But now that's actually going to be a big question mark as to who is going to be the next one to go a lap down, as he lets the 1 now go. So that is the 96 of T-Bird now going to be put a lap down. That'll be for P5. That means 5 drivers will be on, I'm sorry, up to P5, a lap down. So the 14 is about to get there, and now you can see a big separation between the 14, the 1, and the 18 right now. If I'm the 18, as soon as that pit window opens, I'm down pit road. Just get it done with. Get me on fresh tires. Let me see if I can get around these guys in order to get this track position. But you know, that's his prerogative. Because right now he's losing time to the 1 and the 14 both, as the 18 now is trying to, yep, and does get past the 22 right there, as the 22 lets him go. So yeah, if I'm the 18, get down pit lane, get those fresh tires on, because he's losing too much time to his competition. 96 gets out of the way for the 1. Has a little bit of ways to go before he gets to the 18, but there we go. So yeah, we'll have to see here. Oh, we have to be getting halfway to this run. Nathan, could you let me know how many laps to go this time?
Yep.
Thank you. And Cyber there in P4 will go past, so we're going to be on board with you, Nathan, for a little bit to kind of see how it is, especially on these long runs.
56.
Pit window's open. So yeah, right now, just everyone just minding their P's and Q's right now. Just getting getting all of the laps on their tires as much as possible. I don't think anyone quite wanting to take that risk and go on down pit road and get put a lap or more down, which is totally understandable. It's a huge risk in order to do that, but it could be a race-winning one. We'll have to see, because I don't see any of the lap leaders having any indication of coming on down anytime soon. On board with the 20 though of BS, I think he may be. Oh no, I lied. He just got loose. I thought he was signaling to go on pit road, but I guess not. But one thing I also want to point on out is how aggressive the pit road is right here. If you aren't careful, you will speed. Like that yellow line kind of creeps up on you. So you want to be aggressive, but you want to hit 30 as soon, well, sooner the better, honestly. So making sure you don't speed, because this is the money stop here. The green flag pit stops will be a big thing for these guys, and they do not want to mess it up. So when you're going 2 laps down already by just taking a green flag stop, you don't want to go an extra lap down by having a pit road speeding penalty. So yeah, like I said, 13 drivers started, 9 remain, so we need 2 more until we hit our quota. Ooh, there you go, Nathan. You're the first one down pit road, so hey, welcome to that club. How was pit entry?
I thought it was pretty well.
Alright, well there you go, you didn't speed, so that's one right there. Now, if I'm everyone else, I'm seeing how the 22 is also down pit road too. So how I'm seeing, the 1's also down pit lane. So if I'm the 18 and the 14, it's time. Either that or putting all your eggs in one basket and trying to go as long as possible and hope it's enough time. But UK knows what he's doing. He was in the same he was in this position with Tuesday, so he knows what to do. So we'll have to see what the 18 and the 14 are going to do here, as now the gap between those is actually the entire front stretch. So weird. The 14 now coming on down, so we'll have to see how aggressive he gets on the pit lane, and he hits his marks perfectly. The 18 is now going to be the lap leader, meaning he's going to get his laps led and 5 bonus points to add to his bucket. Excellent job. So now the 1 is putting in qualifying laps right now. The 1 is absolutely blistering these times. So let's actually go on board with the 1 right now. In order to see what kind of times that he'll be running, because it'll be crucial for him to get in front of UK before he exits pit lane. So that's to be essentially to be unlapped right now. Next time around will be for position. So exiting turn 4, a little bit of hold up from the 18 right there, but nothing too crazy. The 18's still holding on out on track, so excellent work from him. And there's the 14 coming off pit lane. They're going to be neck and neck down the backstretch, and the 1 will have that position. Now, this is what I guess was the top 3 battle. The 1 having that position. Oh, but a little bit of contact being made between the 1 and the 18. The 18 just getting out of the way, knowing that these 2 are on fresher tires. And now the battle is on between the 1 and the 14. If I'm the 18 of Kalen now, I am pitting. Just get it done with. Maybe you can catch them the more they battle. The more you stay on out on track, the worse position you are in. So now the 14 having benefit of fresher tires technically, is now putting the 1 in its sights. This will be for provisional P1 here. The 20 of BS now going to be, just letting the lap leaders go. Ooh, but the 14 coming in hot with that car right there. So, yeah, that 14 is definitely going to be flying into the corners, I will say. So yeah, the 18's still out on track right now. I think he is actually hoping for that caution, but I don't know if it's coming right now. At this point, everyone else has pit, except for you in the 20. The 20 is the only one that has yet to pit as we see the 4 come on down pit lane. Oh, it's I feel like at that point it's a little bit too late to come on down. You're putting your eggs in this basket. The 1 and the 14 are absolutely going at it right now. The 1 hitting the apron, the 14 is going to try to go the long way around. Backs on up because he knows, ooh, but a little bit of contact between the 1 and the 14. I cannot miss this battle because this is the battle for provisional P1. The 14 has the high side momentum, but the 1 crucially has the bottom. And well, we all know Martinsville is a very bottom-heavy track. You want to be below. Will we see the bump and run from the 14 of UK? The 18's still out on track. I'm not, at this point, like I said, I'm assuming that his entire strategy is based around a caution. Either that, or maybe he is going to try to take 2 tires. I don't think that's correct, but you know what? That's his prerogative. Because at this point, he's battling with the 20 car, which is, for all intents and purposes, a lap-down car, and he is losing too much time to his competition, which is the 14 and the 1. The 22 is now backwards, so that's in stopped on track. I don't know where he's going to go. Oh, he's ghosted right now, so there we go. That may be our next driver out of this race. Oh, did we lose him? Oh. Nope, he's parking for the night. Oh, wait, no. Oh, he's down on the backstretch. There we go. Alright. Back right, there we go. Oh, shoot, I thought we were one step closer to getting to 7. Yeah, the 14 and the 1 are still going at it. These guys are still neck and neck. 14, I'm loving what he's doing with that, hitting that, or that run on the top side in order to really extend the front and back stretch. The 1 using up his tires in order to defend, and I think that's going to benefit the 14 marvelously. The 18 finally coming on down pit lane right now, so right here is to go back on the lead lap. Next time around will be for position, so in fact, I just want to show you by how long the 18 has waited. I think he was, like I said, waiting for a caution to come on out. Next time around will be for position. I can almost guarantee he probably lost about half a track to his competition. So there's for position. Oh, he did take 2. Oh, wow. Oh, and by the way, the 14 got around the 1. I missed that. Oh, my goodness. But yeah, UK, again, trying to make a statement here, saying that, you know what? I'm going to win this championship. Nathan, do you know how many titles UK has, period?
I do not.
If I recall correctly, if the next one that he wins will either be his 19th or 20th. I know, right? And he's told me in the past that he wants to win this one. He came into it not being very, he didn't think he was going to be in it. But right now, I mean, he's showing that he can actually go get it done. And much like I said, half a track, almost exactly to his competition is the 18 compared to the 14. So yeah, having that right now in his back pocket, the 18 is going to try to put up some qualifying laps. If he didn't take 4, I mean, I think he took 2, but we'll have to see.
Well, you've definitely been able to put together a league of very, very talented drivers. So,
Well, thanks.
whoever wins this title definitely deserves it.
Well, and the thing is, like, that's one thing I keep saying week after week. I I have to count my weeks, but I'm pretty sure we've out of the 6 races that we've had so far, we've had 4 different changes. No, 3 different changes for championship position. And after this race, UK will make it 4 now with UK because Bass is already out of this race. So that is insane. 4 out of 7 races, 4 different changes for the championship league.
I think it's 20 to go.
20 to go? This time or
I
next
believe
time?
so. This time.
This time. So 20 to go this time. So UK, I mean, right now is trying his hardest in order to get up there and just hold that lead. Knowing that the one of Xander, who is racing his heart out to get the better of him, I think this will be a great thing for UK. On a more personal note, it was a bit of a hard week for him, so getting this win now will be a fantastic, a little pick-me-up, I would have to say, in terms of the grand scheme of things. So that would be exactly what he wants to do. But oh shoot, I wish I knew who was P3 right now. I'm pretty sure it's Cyber.
It is not.
It is not. Who is it then?
Yeah, Cyber is in 4th, so Kalen's still 3rd.
It has to be Kalen then. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So I guess I could have swore Kalen was. Oh well, no. There is the 24 Cyber. So yeah, I wonder if Cyber had a bad pit stop because it looks like he's about to go a lap down right now. He's the next car to go a lap down. Wow.
Yeah, he's already 3 laps now.
Cyber?
Yeah.
Cyber's 3 laps down?
I'm 4 laps down. It shows him 1 lap ahead of me.
Who's the leader right now?
The 14.
How'd you go 3 laps down? When did this happen?
I'm 4 laps down.
What? When did this happen?
Over the whole race when I was slow. That one time I was slow.
Oh my god. Mind-boggling to me.
I'm just straight up 4 laps down. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh,
UK and Xander are just that fast.
I didn't know, honestly. I thought for sure you were 4 laps. Okay, no, I thought you were only 1 lap down. Like maybe 2 at worst.
So I'm even worse than you thought. I got it.
Oh.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I see how it is.
Oh, anyway. Yeah, Xander is doing everything he can in order to get to that lead. He's starting to diamond the corner a little bit.
I lied. I must have looked at it when I came out of the pits. I'm 2 laps down.
Oh my god. I was right.
Yeah, you are right.
Oh my god. Nathan, you're killing me.
I'm sorry. I know at one point I was 4 laps down.
I'm about to say, well, that makes sense when you were 4 laps down because the leaders haven't pit yet. And you did. You lose 2 laps for pitting. Okay, well, now that we have that straightened away, we have, very crucially here, a battle for lap traffic. Well, lap traffic, I guess.
They'll be taking 10 to go at the line.
10 to go at the line, thank you. UK and Xander are both looking to get around this lap traffic, or them just to get out of the way, knowing that, hey, this is the battle for the lead right now. Just please get out of the way. Um, the 14 is screaming that, probably. Um, 9 to go. Xander is saying, no, get in the way, because right now those two are side by side. The 4 and the 24. The 4, oh my goodness, and there's contact between him and the 14. That's exactly what he did not want to happen, but maybe it was a little bit worse on my screen than not. Now he's getting out of the way right there, so 8 to go. So maybe it was a little bit worse on my screen than not. We are following Xander right now to try to discover if Cyber, because I know they're in a party chat right now. Those two are absolutely talking like, hey, Cyber, get out of the way, please. 7 to go. So with that, you have the 24 actually also closing in on the 18. By the way, now what happened to the 18? I wonder. I is that a
I think he just stayed out too long, and then the two tire call just came around the
yeah?
middle.
I don't think that's a well. That obviously was not a race-winning strategy, as we can tell. But right now, if I'm UK, I'm like saying, "Hey, Cyber, I know that P3 is right there, 6 to go. But I'm racing for a win. It's right behind. I'm pretty sure the bumper being put to 24 right there may be curtains for him. The 14 teammates may actually play a factor. A bumper to the back of the 14 now. It may be too late. 5 to go. It's like, Cyber, please, what are you doing? So 5 to go here in Martinsville under the lights. The 14 of UK a little bit loose coming off of 2. The 1 of Xander, I am nervous for these guys. I have no idea who's going to win because lap traffic is playing a factor right now. 4 to go here. Xander, I know, will absolutely throw it on in to these final corners. If he can get that run, the UK has to stay out of it. He has to stay far enough ahead where essentially a dive won't matter. 3 to go here. You're watching it here live with me. A bumper to the back of the 18 who's in front of these guys. Lap traffic is playing a factor. Now, these two are also battling for the for position. But a lot of contacts being made, and this is exactly what you don't want to see. 2 laps to go. The 14 now being forced. The 24 being forced. That is exactly what this... Oh my goodness me, I can't even talk right now. It's coming to the white flag. The 18 pushes the 1 up the track right there. That may be for not enough for the win. It is...
That's the win.
That was the win. The 14 did it. That's why I guess that position was made. And Cyber will get P3 out of all of that. UK with the win. I was 1 lap off. Shoot. Wow.
It's hard for me to tell how many laps down it was.
Happens to the best of us. UK with the win at Martinsville. That has to be a feel-good story, especially after starting all the way to the back. I think he started like what, P8, something like that.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, I was nervous right there with the 18 and the 24 battling for position. And then you also have the 14 and the 1 battling for position. Oh my goodness me. So, we're going to get these guys up here into the booth. Fastest lap was 19.488 by Xander. Second fastest was a 5.26 by UK. So that proof is in the pudding right there. UK had the better, longer run, and Xander with the shorter run. So yeah, let's get these guys up here into the booth and see what they have to say about that. Let's see here. Cyber. I have to scroll all the way. I have to scroll my happy ass all the way down in order to get UK, who never appears online. Oh my god, come on. There we go. All right. So invites are out. Oh my goodness me. Um, Nathan, did you get full race results?
I did. I took pictures.
All right, thank you. Oh wow. So as we wait for full race results and our top guys to get in here, never mind, they're already in here. You guys are on it. Well, first off, let me just say that was a race and a half in order to, especially with 5 laps to go, with battle for P3 and P4 going, and then the battle for the lead, literally at the same place. I know Martinsville sucks for a lot of these guys, but I'm sure you guys are. I'm pretty sure Xander and Kalen was probably asking for a couple more laps, but UK and Cyber were saying, no, 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 250 is fine. So, Cyber, let's start with you. The 24 machine seemed to fire off really strong, but as the longer runs kind of set in, it started to lose a little bit of pace. I, was it the just the Martinsville as a track, or what happened?
Martinsville's a track. Um, First run, I mean, I was up in there, like, contending in the first part of it. And then when that first caution came out, like, I know how loose I was getting in the long run, so I decided to, tighten it up. And I went a little too much on it and about lost speed exiting, so then the next caution kind of benefited me. So I dropped the wedge down on it, got better, and then that last one, I just let it the same, and yeah, somehow I came back into third somehow. I don't know how, but I mean, I'll take it. It's a good comeback for me to come all the way from back there to get to third.
Well, that's actually one of the things that I was looking at. I'm pretty sure Kalen took 2 tires on that final run, and based on just how long he waited, which makes sense if he was taking 2, combined with literally taking 2, he was losing more and more time, which was enough for you to get there. Now, I'm going to ask the same thing from UK here. But when I get to him, was there team orders in place when you were approaching Kalen? Because it was nerve wracking for me watching P3 and P4 battling in front of P2 and P1.
I was just mainly focused on the 18. I mean, I knew the leaders were coming. I just wanted to get to the 18 so badly, so I don't have to get in the way of the leaders.
Gotcha. Because I was about to say there was a little bit of a pile up right there, so that was a big a big thing right there. But Cyber, honestly, again, another Mo Power podium going into another round. We're counting the points right now with Bassbuck not having the greatest of runs. This should put you in P2 of the standings. I do believe 24 points back from UK who won. So little by little, Mid Ohio is next week, and we'll have to see how you can do there. All right. So
Middle Ohio's interesting.
yeah, well, Mid Ohio is good. So we'll have to see how that's going to be here. But let's go into the P2 now. So we'll have to go to Kurt Busch is actually a couple spots over. Xander, you had the week off, I guess I'll phrase it like that, last week. And you came back to a track that you won here in Challenger. Now, that was with stages, and this is without. Um, so, same track, but race is totally different in terms of no stage racing. You have um, you had a bad fast car, but came up 1 spot short. Take us through your race.
Well, the Monster Energy Ford, wow, Camry, not Camry, There you go. Camaro was as fast as Xfinity. I had a really good car. I had a lot of fun tonight. Um, Definitely had the second best car. I mean, UK was on rails. I mean, a lot of respect to that guy and what he does. He's a talent on the short tracks and something that I try and replicate.
Well, you said that you were the second best car on track. The fastest time belonged to you, so it seemed like you were better on the shorter run, but kind of lost a little bit of pace on the long run. Do you think that was a setup, much like how I asked Cybert, or do you think that was just Martinsville being Martinsville?
We'll go with Martinsville being Martinsville. I feel like setup probably wasn't too off of me and UK and I. So I think it just boils down to where I was at the time I ran that lap. I mean, I came off of pit road trying to run my fastest lap and try to pull a little bit of strategy. So um, yeah, I got the lead for a second, tried to hold it, and it wasn't even as if I had a little bit better of a shorter run car or he had a better longer run car. We were very equal throughout the stint of the run, and he's just a better, more disciplined racer at Martinsville than I am. He definitely got the better of me. So I don't know. I tried to keep it as clean as possible tonight. I'm sorry for some of the people I got into. A lot of respect for UK tonight. When we kind of got into each other, we always kind of like let each other off. Like I remember I got into the back of UK and I let off a little bit. So. A lot of respect to him. Kalen was some great racing with him as well. Cyber had some great racing. Hats off to a lot of these guys out here. It's the best of the best. So I definitely lost a lot of respect from a lot of people, and I'm trying to just regain that right now and just trying to have fun and not take it for granted anymore. Winning's a lot of fun, but looking at the brighter end of it is that this is supposed to be for fun. This isn't supposed to be where you tear your head off with everyone because, you hit me into the corner like this or whatever. So I'm just trying to enjoy it and have fun with it and see where it takes me.
Well, that is the biggest thing probably the biggest takeaway right there. So, true words can never be said. So, excellent work all the way around. Xander, P2 is where you are finishing. Again, P10 in the standings right now, but you're working your way back up. So,
Thank you, sir.
Mid Ohio's going to be up your wheelhouse right there, being a road course. So, we'll see if you can get that a top spot. But for now,
As long as Hunty's not there.
Well, we'll have to see if he wins Richmond. That will be the biggest question mark as to who will be at Mid Ohio.
Let's go BK.
So with that, like I said, we'll see how if you can take the top spot there. But for now, you have to settle for P2 this week. Speaking of top spot, let's go to Tony Stewart. I don't have Tony Stewart, so I guess Clint Boyer it is. I forgot I changed that. So UK, first off, let's get the elephant out of the room here. When you saw P3 and P4 fighting, and you know that Xander's right behind you, how sweaty were your hands?
It was pretty sweaty. I didn't know what was going to happen.
Well, okay. P1 is what I knew you could do based on what I saw on Tuesday. Now, last time we were here for MRL, it was the stage race, and it seemed like you kind of lost a little bit of time as the run went on, and it seems like you were able to kind of fix those mistakes and actually improve on it. So. Honestly, Martinsville, is it now a new wheelhouse for you? Same thing up there with Bristol?
It's always been a wheelhouse for me. I've always ran well here since at least the heat games. I've always ran well. I ran well last year. One thing I didn't do this time was speed on pit road.
Well, I guess that is the biggest thing, but still, it has to be nerve-wracking, and it has to be a feel-good thing. Knowing how a win can propel you forward. But yeah, you had a monster of a car tonight. That number 14 not only wins you the race, but also wins you officially the championship points lead going into this race because Bassbuck unfortunately had the DNF. I mean, not had to. He said his games crashed, so that's super unfortunate for him, but super fortunate for you.
Yeah, that sucked for him, but we just capitalized on it. That's all
Well,
that we can really do.
well, there we go. And yeah, so exactly a huge motivator going forward. So excellent job, UK. That has to be a feel good story for you personally. So I'm glad that you were able to get into pit lane or no pit lane, victory lane, and I guess I should say pit lane effectively because I can't get on pit lane like at all, like without wrecking or speeding or crashing. So. Yeah, excellent job, UK. Another Mopower podium, like I told Cyber. And with that, I think that's gonna conclude it for tonight. Is there any shout-outs for the podium guys before we close on out?
Oh, yes, for sure. I'm gonna cut everyone off. I'm sorry to everyone. I don't know if UK was trying to say something. I want to give a quick shout out to Gio. I love Gio. Thank you. It's my brother from another mother right there. And I'd also like to say shout out to these two beautiful people on the podium. Shout out to Cyber. Shout out to UK. These guys are the two best people in this league right now. So, if you want to see competition, these two are definitely the best of the best. So, I have the pleasure of racing in this league with the greatest of the greatest in this league. So, hats off to you, Patton. Hats off to all the people that are in this league. It makes it enjoyable, man.
Well, thank you. Um, Cyber, UK, you have anything you want to add?
No, you pretty much said it all.
I guess not. so, so with that, we're gonna close on out for the night. This has been the MRL Cup Series. Congratulating UK on your second win of the season, of the Cup season,
Third.
Saturday Cup season. Third? Wait,
I
third?
won. I got the Pocono win in Iowa.
Oh yeah, that's right. My bad. Yeah, and Iowa. If we think about it, actually, that's 3 straight Saturdays that you have won. So although your total streak was broken on Tuesday, your Saturday streak continues on. So I guess that's still something.
Well, it's gonna be broken next week though.
Well, not with that attitude. So with that, UK on the top spot. You have Xander P2, and then Cyber P3. And then Nathan, thank you so much for being our in-race reporter. And with that,
Always.
we're going to close on out for the night. Tomorrow we have the MRL F1 at Great Britain. Monday is Sportsman at Richmond. And Tuesday we will be at Kansas for Challenger. So with that, stay tuned for those races, and we will see you on the flip side. Have a good night, everyone. Peace.
Peace.